Hey there, fellow Factorians. Onerous here with another episode of Let's Learn Bobs and Angels. And here we are at the site of just a small cleansing, if you will. So got a little bit down here as well, but I have made a little bit of area available so that we can, yes, look at the to-do list up top, Jivolite processing, even in caps. I was obviously very, very keen for us to do that this episode, so that is what we are going to do. And again, I need to hit minimize, not escape or G or E or Q or anything else, just minimize. Well, we have Jivolite over here in the Tim Tupus station. Is that Jivolite or Crotinium? Yeah, that's Cro double N. Man. Crotinium 1 loading, just in case we have any more of those. And this is Jivolite down here. Jivolite on loading, and we already have some trains here that are full and ready to go, and some full silos as well, so we've got a little bit of Jivolite ready for processing. Now, the reason we want to be processing that, and I want to do it a little bit differently, is we want to go to aluminium, and aluminium requires Jivolite. Aluminium here is. Aluminium requires, in the method we want to use at this point, crystal catalyst, Jivolite chunks, and rubite chunks. So we need to get our Jivolite ore and convert it into chunks. And while we're doing that, we'll also get our Jivolite. Let's jump around a bit. That is made from crushed Jivolite. There we go. We want to turn our Jivolite ore into crushed Jivolite as well, because that crushed Jivolite and crushed saphirite together make our iron ore as a single ore, and we want to probably move our manufacturing over to that at this point, I would say. There's that train over there. The fuel train. Alright. Small little backlog. I forgot that the fuel train was there. Alright, well, we'll move our construction train out of the way and not get run over in the meantime. So, in this base, first things first, we need to unload some Jivolite, don't we? So we've got that as yellow. Is there somewhere we've got a red, probably over here? Yeah, here we go. All right, a red unloading station. We don't really want that crazy get up. Let's pop it right there. Let's not worry about space. Space is not an issue. It's Factorio, remember. Always better off building more than we need. So, here we are going to drop in our Jivolite. Regular old Jivolite ore. And we'll just help our bots out here a wee bit, because we don't have to wait. I don't want to wait all day for our bots to do these things. There we go. And looks like you're going that way. Yeah, we'll go that way a bit more. So, we are going to call this, let's call it Jive. I like Jive. You could call it Jiv, but let's call it Jive. Jive processing Jive ore. Even though there is no E. It's just a little bit of fun. We won't tell anyone. Alright, there's our Jivolite ore coming in. And of course we might as well start that coming in, because we don't need to wait, do we? So you are already set with something, and then your next one is to go there until empty. Beautiful, and it's on its way. Now let's not get run over. So, next thing we want to look at is what are the outputs going to be? And of course, I'm in the wrong thing. I was in the right thing. There we go. Let us. Nope. Alright. There is crushed Jivolite. Where is regular Jivolite in this? I'm just going to go with the crushed. Alright. Because we're going to turn this into crushed first. So, when we turn it into crushed, we will have crushed Jivolite and crushed stone. Excellent. So there are our two unloading here. We'll need a stone and a crushed Jivolite. Loading, sorry. And then when we turn this into Jivolite chunks, we will also get geodes and Fluoric wastewater. I haven't seen a use for that just yet. And fluorite ore. Maybe we'll just void that for now. I'm not sure how far away we are going to need fluorite ore for calcium sulfate. That is stuff that we could do. Maybe, just maybe, we'll definitely put in a jack. So we'll put in jacks for future use. For now, we want to grab a couple of these stations, and already I can see we don't want that because that doesn't have the loader in it, does it? So let's copy something. Let's just copy the station because we do want that. And all right, let's hold down Shift so that we can select what we want. So we don't want the stuff that's over on this side. That is the old station. But this will tell us this is. Hang on, we do want that, don't we? We want that. We just don't want this stuff here. Nor do we need that. All right. Make sure we get those. So this is the station that is unloading, and this is the stuff that we don't need. Don't need that, but we'll keep that bit in. All right. Let's see what this looks like. Looks like we got what we want. And are we happy that they're on different sides? Happy is questionable, but we can argue that one is loading and the other is offloading. It kind of makes a bit of sense that way. And that is my story that I am sticking to rather than trying to change the layouts. There is a nice mod that allows you to flip blueprints. Flip blueprints, that's right. Which is quite handy in occasions like this. There we go, let's get some of these items down. Alright, so this one, our first one, first of all we need to get a nice Jivolite colour, which is kind of a really gross green, isn't it? So I don't know if nice Jivolite colour is a thing. Maybe a reddish green? Oh yeah, that's kind of got it, hasn't it? Alright, and this is going to be jive processing crushed, I think I put a crushed stone loading. Fantastic, of course, it's not exactly, because we're going to put our loaders in here. There we go. Let me go there, and there. And then you do something like that. And we go like that. Beautiful. Well, functional. There we go. Functional is the right term. And now that we have that, we can just copy all of that and plonk another one down. And this is going to be our crushed stone. Our crushed Jivolite, and that will be our chunks. And in the future, we'll have to extend that when we get to crystals. And we'll try and build our setup here to allow for some space for future crystal action. So chunks get turned into crystals. Good times. There's a tree in the way. Thank you. Alrighty, so with that, we'll have our outputs sorted, and now we just need to figure out how we're going to go about making this. I have in my inventory a bunch of ore crushers and a bunch of flotation cells. And where we're going to build is, yeah, look at that. Alright, lesson learned. We actually went the wrong way. Yeah, this is not going to be fun for the bots. We'll have to grab all of that ourselves. Yes, bots, charge away. There we go. Alright. pick all this up because yeah, we're actually building it down underneath. All right, now we can rip all that out. Let's rip that out as one and plonk it where it can go, which is going to be right there. Except that you're going to do that. There we go. All right. Like that, and like that. Wonderful. All right. Now we didn't just spend a couple of minutes making that the wrong way. No, we did not. We have made this the right way from the get-go, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Beautiful. Now, that's the spot that we'll take it out from. Alrighty. Look at that. That is actually a bit wider, perfectly aligned. There we go. Perfect as it gets in my belt arrangement. There we go. Beautiful. And get rid of these last ones. Thanks. And then I will return this Jivolite whence it came. And we're none the wiser. We'll fix these other ones up off camera. First, let us try and actually see what we need. Now, someone raised, I think it was Baglis. Baglis? If that's not how you pronounce your name and I'm doing a terrible job, please drop a pronunciation key in the comments. But he pointed out that the flotation cell ratios that we've been using might not have been correct. We will have a look at that, won't we? And let's go over here because this is our first red. And we will copy this whole thing because this is always going to be what we do with chunks. And I'm going to do it. Let's see. Let's do this lengthways and see what happens. Might end up to be incredibly long, but yeah, that's going to be fun. All right, so we're going to do it this way. These are ore crushers Mark II, which I do have. Yes, beautiful. We are going to have to change some recipes here, of course. We are crushing Jivolite ore, and obviously these are now going to have to whitelist Jivolite ore. Crushed Jivolite, sorry. Crushed Jivolite. There we go. All right. So we can copy that to there, and then we can copy that across here. Beautiful. So our crushed stone is coming on the inside. And at what rate is that coming in? So 2 Jivolite ore creates 1 crushed stone. So that's half a red belt of crushed stone. That is okay. However, we are very, very close, aren't we? If this was in fact the other way around, things would be much different, wouldn't they? Do I have room to do it like that? I probably do. That is still the wrong way. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's right. It's coming in. Coming in like that. Now, what kind of reach do we get? Let's see. There we go. That's not too bad. Not too bad. All right. Pop these 4 in there. Swing that one around the right way, and then of course we'll put these the right way as well. And that will be our crushed stone coming in. There we go. Let's get some more of that. Some more of that. Alright, in you go. In you go. And we can clear out that. We can clear out that. And it's almost like we had this correct. And then we can just copy and paste that one over here. Yeah, that'll work. Why did I put that at the bottom? That's right, because we needed the space on the original design. Now we don't. There we go. That's going to annoy me if I don't grab those ones. The rest of that stuff, we'll build up later. So having a look at this, I think we've made this way too close. Let's rip this out. and we need room for 4 of these, 4 rows. So we've got plenty of vertical space. So let's not be too picky about it. I think I've got a lot of bots that I've run away from, and they're just not happy. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Let's help them out, shall we? Getting this stuff in a straight line is relatively easy. You just hold down right click and move in a straight line. So we'll do that. And then, alright, so this is our crushed stone. Half a belt's worth. Let's jump that like that. And we'll bring it over here into the crushed stone. And the fact that it's half a belt actually probably doesn't matter because we've got 4 inputs and we've got 4 of these coming in, so we'll have 4 half belts. That's fine. So, importantly though, here is our crushed Jivolite. We're not going to have anything in the middle here, so let's do something like that to power this up. And let's see what happens. Crushed stone and crushed Jivolite going the wrong direction. Alright, I'm going to take this out that way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to split this off. We're going to put a splitter here. And half of this is going to go up. And we're going to load that into there somewhere. And then this next half is what we're going to take and we are going to make this into chunks. Now I'm going to set up a full red belt worth of chunk processing. And the reason for that is in case we fill up on crushed Jivolite, we want to be able to then keep processing all this crushed Jivolite into chunks. No reason just because we've got half a belt coming this way, just because we've split a full belt, sorry, we should do half a belt of crushed Jivolite into chunks. So we'll leave that with a full one, and to do that we are going to need not crystallizers, flotation cells, yes. Alright. And this, we will see our ratios now. So we have a full red belt because this converts 2 Jivolite ore into 2 crushed Jivolite. So we have a full red belt worth of Jivolite. And this is creating a full red belt worth of crushed Jivolite. Beautiful. Alright. But how many do we need to make a full red belt? Well, what is the crafting speed of this? It is 0.75. You know what? I actually forgot my calculator, so I am going to pause and come back in very quickly. And we're back. Look at that, beautiful. It's like it never happened at all. Now, we have my calculator, which I should really keep at my desk because we're at a point where using calculator is very important because we have a crafting speed of 0.75. I think we just called it 1 at the other sites, but we're gonna do it properly here. And we're going to call it 0.75. So, using up a full belt of these. So, this does 2 crushed Jivolite in 2 seconds. That is 1 a second multiplied by 0.75 is 0.75 a second. So, if we want to make 30 of these, 30 divided by 0.75, we would actually need 40 flotation cells. That is outrageous, isn't it? Can we make flotation cells Mark II, or do we need? Yes, electronic logic boards. That's a huge jump. Those filtration units? No. Flotation cells. Where would I find flotation cells? A flotation cell Mark II uses brass, concrete brick, and aluminium plate, so we cannot make that. And it only goes up to a crafting speed of 1. Yes, so if we want to use up all of a full belt's worth of crushed Jivolite into chunks, we are going to need 40 flotation cell Mark 1s. That is a lot, isn't it? All right, well, luckily we can do that. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we need some purified water coming in. Oh, what's going on with my sound? There we go. Speakers are starting to play up a little bit. Just the connection at the back of the computer. I just need to kick it with my foot. There we go. All right. So we said these were 0.75 a second, so they can have that. And then we'll swing this around and pop another one there. We've got to copy that. And the output of these will be that. And we'll take it out that way. Take it out that way. And at the end we'll double it up. Alright. So we just need to make 10 of these. That seems alright, doesn't it? 40 you say. Alright, I've got another idea. Is that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? That is 20. And then we will copy it down here. What if I were to do that? That would be a full half a belt, and we'd have to merge the two outsides. Yeah, that's alright. Alright, that's what we'll do. And then we will split this off here. And bring it down here. Alright, how does that look space-wise? Yeah, we'll definitely get 4 of them down there if we want to do the full 4 belts of Jivolite. Alright, did I bring enough flotation cells? I think so. 40 actually might have been exactly how many I brought, not because I thought I would need them, but just how many I happen to have in storage, so we'll see how that works out. Now, we have our fluoric wastewater that we need to take care of, and it probably looks like this kind of area here is a good area to deal with our water concerns. First of all, purified water. Each of these is using 25 a second multiplied by 0.75 is 18.75 multiplied by 40 is 750 a second. Divide that by 4, so each lane is using 188 a second. And one of these puts out 100 a second, is that right? 100 a second, so 2 of these per lane will be able to supply the water. That works out pretty nicely. There, except for here, of course. Well, can't have everything, can we? Apparently not. Apparently not. There we go. Won't bug us at all. I probably should put recipes. There we go. Recipes on those. Wonderful. So there is all the water we need. Purified water. Oh my goodness, I forgot about geodes. We forgot about geodes, didn't we? Silly me. Silly me. How are we going to deal with this? We will have splitters at the end, because this is a quarter of a red belt of chunks, and then there's only a 50% chance of getting 1 purple geode, so that's half, that's a quarter of a quarter, it's an eighth of a belt of geodes, so we'll be alright. All is not lost. In fact, if we put in here output priority right for geodes, purple geodes, looks like they're purple, doesn't it? Where are our geodes sitting? Not there, not there, there we go. Purple geodes. And then we'll just we'll copy that. That is not an outgoing, that is an outgoing. Let's put it 1 further back. And paste another one 1 further back. Yeah. Alright, so that will cut those short so we know those are the inputs. Looks like we are short on undergrounds again. Underground pipe. We'll have to run back and get some of that. Yep. So we've got... nope, that is in the wrong spot, is it not? It is, alright. And there. And then likewise, that one needs to go there. but it can't go there, so it's stuck. I guess we're going to have to move that power pole, which was so nicely placed. There we go. And dunk, right there. Now these are set up correctly, and we have chunks coming through. And we have, not that, we have geodes coming through. Let's jump them like that. And geodes coming through. Alright, and these we will do that. And then we'll have a belt of geodes. Wonderful, okay, all we need to do now is get out this. Okay, yep, that's actually not bad. I don't mind that idea, because this is just going to be one red belt. And if we do that, does it look the nicest? Maybe not. Is it effective? Yes, it is. Well, I hope it is. Now these need a lot of pipes. We'll go back and grab those, but we also want to get out our fluorite water. Alright, so let's pop 2 tanks in. No, that's 2 tanks is way too many. Alright, you're going to go there to there to there, I guess. You're going to go to there. You're going to go to there. You two will go to there and there, and then up to there apparently. And then we'll put those in, and a pump, because pumping into jacks, pumping in and out of jacks seems to be the best thing to do. Better forget these or not work. All right. That looks like it's pretty good. We are going to cut all of this, and we are going to copy all of this. Pop it in there. Likewise over here, cut all of that. And no, the old one, not cut, I need to delete. But we're going to pop that in there. So, oh, look at that. That's pretty neat. And how are we going to get these other ones up? They'll probably come through here. We probably should have left space for 4 of them here, but we didn't, so we'll have to do that. And I guess they're probably going to have to sneak around the back here and work our way there. Now, the other thing we need to note is we have geodes that will need to be crushed. Again, probably something I can take care of off camera. Let's see if we can get this system working. Yes, we can. Last spot, there we go. Alright, what I want to do is put another splitter. Actually, I don't need another splitter, do I? We can take the output of that one. Yep. Alright, so this is going to go across here, and it is going to come into that one. And this is going to be our chunks on that line. Apparently that one. There we go. Alright. And now let us go for a little run and quickly grab a whole heap more pipe. Seems to be our undoing in these kind of sections. Very specific to these heavily piped areas. I don't really want to be running around with like 200 underground pipe all the time. Although our inventory is looking mighty fine actually at the moment. Maybe I could up this. Whoops. Not totally remove it. Up it to 200 stone pipe. And what do we got here? We actually have a filter for 200 here. That's pretty good. Alright. Thank you bots. And I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's run back. Alright. Run back to our Jivolite processing. So, after all that, we should have one red belt of chunks, one red belt of... no, half a red belt of each at this point until the crushed Jivolite fills up in storage. And then we'll have it going to a full red belt of chunks. And we'll just duplicate this at some point. Because why not? Bots back on. Yes. Preferably should have waited till we were down here, so that we can see this all in action. Do we have any voids? I probably should have checked that. I think we might have some on the train, because we are going to have to void that for the right wastewater. We are covering everything here. That's good. That guy was doing some belts way away. All right, and we're cracking. There we go. We've got half a belt going away. Looks like everything there is built, and that does not look like half a belt, does it? But that is okay. Let's get this all in, shall we, guys? You're not going to be there. None of you guys. Help these ones out as we can. Looks like we're also missing the power there to actually power these things up. There we go, get rid of those, and we can manually put in some of these belts that go in a straight-ish line to help out our fellow bots. There we go. Alright, that is chunks. Are we foolishly putting these into 4? Maybe for now we should put these into 2. It's probably going to be better, isn't it? Yeah, I think 2 is enough. Okay, let's quickly stop this from going any further and redo this setup. 4 into 2 is just that. Line all this up. Alright. Let's actually cut that and paste it in line like that. There we go, beautiful. Alright, we're going to do the same with the chunks. So yes, I think that is just crazy. Just crazy. And get rid of that. Let me grab all of that, pop it in here. Grab all of that, pop it in here. Alright, rip out those for me, guys. Rip out that and pop it in there. There we go. Alright. Perfect. Like we meant to do it all along. What's wrong? There we go. Don't need you guys. Alrighty. What's going on? Ah, yes. Yes. We probably need that to just temporarily be loaded into... no, we don't actually need to power the loaders. How delightful. Alright. And then the backed up chunks will make that go a little bit quicker for the short term, but that's alright. that is it, guys. We have the basics of it. Off camera, I'm going to crush these geodes, and I will just set up a voiding of this fluoric wastewater when it gets above some number. What is it, 80%? I think that'll be fine. And otherwise, we are ready. We have already got a few chunks on the go. I'm actually going to pop a train down now so that it fills up as it's going, because why not? We don't have any. I have to grab some of them. Request chests. Is that all that's missing? Yes, just request chests. Okay. Well, I'm going to call the episode there. I'll do those things off camera, and we'll finish this off. And then next episode, I'm going to redo the rubite processing to enable us to get chunks and crushed rubite and chunks out, rather than all the materials that we currently have, which is very dangerous. Maybe we'll split it in half. I'll figure it out next episode, because we don't want to lose the supply of other ores that we've got going before we actually build the required chunk processing for that. All right. As always, I'd love to hear comments down below. Thanks for everyone who has been dropping comments. I've found a lot of them very, very helpful, and some of them very uplifting. So thanks for showing appreciation, and I will see you tomorrow.